Atta boy. Yes, sir.
Transitioning from a pro to a full-time dad. We've talked a lot about drive in your own career. What about your new missions and helping kids? Your mission is staying in the game and putting that cape on, that superhero to really help the kids. I know that you've worked with different organizations. You do a lot, and you're always willing to offer help. You're always willing to coach a kid. And playing as a youth player, playing at the high school level, collegiate, pro level, you and I both see a lot of flaws that are out there with egos and just money comes first. What are some of the transitions that you've seen between when you played and now with your kids playing now? What are some of the biggest differences you've seen, and what's your mission to change that? And what are some of the things that you hate or love about them?
Well, for every game, I think there should be 2 or 3 practices. I don't think there's enough team practices. And when we scrimmage, it's really another game. These coaches aren't stopping to go, hey, timeout, and just want to recreate that. So the kid has an understanding. That's a time not to embarrass and worry about a scrimmage result. Sure. It's a time to teach and learn and break the game down, because, that's essentially it. Or we're not exposing them to themselves. What's their training regimen? What are they eating? I mean, like I said, if I'm trying to, as a dad for my own son, I've shared a couple nuggets that we're I was holding on to. Do I share this? Do I not share this? Do I want to keep a competitive edge more for my son, or am I going to be unselfish? I've been unselfish in sharing who I use and who I'm sending my kid to and why I'm doing this. Because at age 23, when everybody was sticking needles in their rear end, when I was in the mid-90s and got steroids was prominent in the game.
Sure.
Right? I'm 23, $180. I was a 4th pick in the country. Call my dad crying in AAA going like, Dad, is this what I got to do to make it to the big leagues? The big decision to make, right? Do I join the 85% doing this, or do I stay in the, what got me here? I chose the hard work. I was like, well, I know that. I don't know what this stuff could do. I think that helped with my longevity, but these are tough decisions you got to make as even an athlete, and as a dad, what I'm seeing now is just, it is frustrating because, again, I used to sit out there and want to play catch with my dad. As soon as he got home from work, I was waiting. I was always throwing anything. It was rocks, dirt bombs, crab apples. Even I would throw out the garbage, anything I could throw, right? It was just like I was always doing stuff. I had a teammate in basketball. I'm going through my delivery. He's like, dude, it's basketball season. I go, I know, but I'm always thinking about baseball. That's my love. So I don't see enough. There's a lot of things that are competing with sports today, whether it's video games, whether it's, we're dealing with the COVID situation. There's adversity. But again, I think what I don't see enough is these kids taking individual time. You don't need anybody to go hit off a tee. You don't need, I didn't have a throwing partner. I wound up going like, I don't need a throwing partner. I had bags of balls, and I went to a tennis court, and I threw as long and far as I needed, as much as I needed at the court, and I would pick up the balls, and that was my throwing routine until I had to go throw and need a catcher. I'd go find one. But, you always got to find a way to keep your edge, keep your advantage, find out what works for you, and then get tips. But again, trying to put egos aside and dads that say, well, this isn't the way. It's healthy selfish as opposed to being selfish. I think there's a lot of selfishness to say, screw that, I'm going to go over here. There's not enough organizations that make it about people. You can build the Taj Mahal, the greatest Planet Fitness and whatever centers you got. But if you don't have the right personnel and people, the teams I want and the teams that you see spraying champagne on TV, what's the question I always say? Why did you win? What was we had a great group of guys. They enjoyed being around each other, Hey, listen, man, if you're wearing a Rollins Tigers, jersey, and I got top 100 team on or whatever it is, if we have opposing, things going on to win, well, then, I'm going to try to beat your butt that day,
Sure.
But as far as collaborating and say, hey, man, nice job, or hey, coach, this kid's good, tell him this. I've told kids that, hey, you're tipping your signs, you're tipping your pitches. Ricky Henderson told me that a long time ago. He didn't have to tell me that. That's just like saying, hey, respect the game, and you could do it in a right way, or you could do it where it's detrimental to, well, what are we really getting out of if you 10-run rule me or 15-run rule me? You're taking at bats and repetitions, really, right? If we're chasing the high school jersey, we're chasing that collegiate jersey, we're chasing that professional jersey by winning at all costs, a kind of mentality, we're defeating the development side of things. And everybody uses that sexy word development. Well, okay, what is it really doing? What's the big league way? That seems to be working. Why is there a development system from rookie ball to the in between the big leagues? There's a right way to do it, and this is the standard for whatever organization you're a part of, whether it's Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, New York Yankees, whomever, the Dodgers. They have a way, and they follow the way, and they get the players that go, this fits into our way. This is the player we're looking for, and this is the way we needed them to develop. We need them to work on this. We need them to do that. I'd rather know. If you want me to sweep the floor, tell me I need to sweep the floor. Tell me I'm doing it right, doing it wrong, or to the way that you like. Help me succeed. Set me up for so as a from a pro to a full-time dad. It's frustrating because I am a dad. I wear my dad hat more than ever. I'm more taking pictures. I'm running around the field. I'm saying things to the opposition, or hey, nice job, or hey, man, just give them a little tidbit. It's not enough collaboration. If you love and respect the game. Yeah, I understand you want to win, but I also want to see people go, I'd rather have better competition, because if you breed better competition, you're going to breed better baseball, you're going to breed